If somebody wants to start a podcast and they want to monetize it, sponsorships, all this other stuff, can you give them a little secret sauce, just a little bit?
So most people look at the conventional ways of getting sponsorships, right? Like, you don't even have to have started your podcast to get sponsorships for your podcast. There are so many different ways to monetize. One of those ways is if your podcast, like, I would say if you're a business owner and you're starting a podcast and it aligns with a specific product or a service or brand that, you know, that fits into what you offer, you can essentially go to that person and partner, right? And say, look, for the first series of my podcast, I'd like you to be the title sponsor. So you essentially ask them for a certain amount. Maybe it's production, like your production costs. That's what you want to cover, because most podcasters, they'll stop because production can be expensive.
Yeah.
Essentially, you would go to those brands, ask them if they want to be a title sponsor. On their end, they get content. So many businesses and brands aren't just looking at the CPM model. And I know, like, a lot of people look at that, like, with the podcast world, CPM is cost per milli. And usually you'll have a cost per 1,000 downloads.